filter through. And we'll do a sound check when we get on. Let's see, it's coming on, it's coming on. Usually takes about 20 seconds or so. Hello, everybody. I'm already muted. Nice. And I got to go to my commercial. I got a commercial, so I got to skip it. Commercials. All right. All right. I think we are live. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Revenue Wrap. Sales, your host. And we are glad that you are here. First things first, I want to do a little sound check and make sure that everyone can hear us okay and that we got good sound quality. So please let me know how the sound is for me. And then Mike, if you will talk too.
Hey, how you guys doing out there in the chat? Finally get a face to all the comments I put.
All right, Brent says, nice to see both of you, can hear both of you well. We've got 21 people in the room already, so that's awesome. And hopefully we'll get some more. Cool. All right, guys. Well, listen, tonight's show is about Mike. And Mike, Pittsburgh Mike, as he's known on my YouTube channel, he has been a frequent commenter on my channel since. And mainly we've talked about jeans. And so tonight we will definitely talk about jeans and reselling and so on. And Mike has a thriving jean business on eBay as well as some other items that he likes to sell. But I thought, first of all, I would give Mike a chance to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about himself, how he got started, and you know, what he thinks about this whole reselling game. So, Mike, the floor is yours, sir.
All right. Well, I appreciate the opening. Appreciate all the kind words you shared with me, and a little bit about my story. I've been reselling for 2 years now, off and on since '99, since I was in high school. I remember I used to flip CDs out of a music place when they were really cheap, and I would pick up 50-cent CDs, dollar CDs, and flip them for 10 to 20 bucks, some $50. I remember what really got me passionate about reselling was I found some NSYNC radio promo CDs, and that's when boy bands were huge and all that. And I picked up 4 of them, and I flipped them from $40 to $50 a piece at 50 cents. Buying them a piece, and that just, you know, fueled the rush. I know every reseller knows that rush whenever you see something sell for big. So over the years, I was part-time here and there, and I worked for a grocery store for 10 years, and I think I just hit that breaking point when I realized I was making $12.30 an hour after 10 years at a managerial position, and I'm thinking, what am I doing with my life? There's something I love doing, sitting at home, you know, reselling things, or I can bust my hump at work and make nothing and struggle to pay my bills. So I put my 2 weeks in, and I went to part-time at a car wash and did part-time at reselling. And it was December of 14, I was still part-time, and I said, if I hit 2,000 a month in sales doing it part-time, I'm going full-time. So middle of the month, I hit 1,800. And I said, okay, it's time to make a move. So a little after Christmas, I put my 2 weeks in. I was done. New year, I started off reselling full time. And that's the story. Now I'm here. My sales of, I don't want to put a number out there, but they're nice. It's nice to go on the eBay app and see that number keep growing and growing and growing. And yeah, it's hard work. But it's worth it. It's worth the freedom of me and you have talked about this, where I just woke up at 2:30 in the afternoon. I have that freedom to sleep till 2:30 in the afternoon and then get up and package and then list. And if I'd have to wake up at 8 in the morning to go put up milk on a shelf, you know, so I'm grateful every day for this opportunity that eBay's given me, that, you know, other platforms have given me. And that's my story pretty much.
Man, that's awesome. So you went from, you know, part-time, you had a specific number in mind, you got there in half a month and said, I'm going all in, right? You just,
yep.
Like that. I like that. So with now with so and that was in 2014, right?
Yes, end of 2014.
In 2014. So you've been full time for about a year and a half, or more or less, a little bit more.
Yeah.
So what do you know, how have you changed in terms of the seller you were in 2014 versus maybe the seller you are today? What's changed for you, or what's been different?
I've thought about this actually, like how I've transformed from kind of the newbie seller trying out things to now I guess I have an expertise in certain things, especially jeans. I remember watching in the day, and they would sell Barbie dolls, and they would part things out and have remote controls and George Foreman grills. I started off with that idea, and all of a sudden my apartment looked like a warehouse because I got boxes of Barbies and just random stuff. And then I realized, well, I don't want to sell this stuff. I have a lot of dead inventory that I ended up donating. And now what it transformed into me, now I can go into a store and really not even look anything up. Like I can just go in, I know this brand sells, I know this doesn't. Well, this brand has a flaw with it. I know it'll still sell or it won't. And it's just like clockwork. Where before I was like just trying things out and buying stupid stuff, and all of a sudden it's sitting in my closet for a year and a half. Now I don't have that trouble. It's like, okay, I buy it and I know I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to just put it in a box. So yeah, it's like the confidence that you have. Maybe you can relate. When you first started, you go through the jeans rack, you're like, is this going to sell? I wonder about this. Should I look this up? And now you just know. You just go down the line and you're like, okay, I'm done looking. I got 6 pairs of jeans here. Let's look them over and let's get out of here. That's how I am now.
Yeah, no, I totally get where you're coming from with that, and that confidence you have to even make good decisions in the face of maybe you can't find anything about a certain item, you know, but you've got a good gut instinct just based on your past. A couple questions came in the chat. I didn't want to skip over them. I think Brent asked, do you concentrate more on volume or specific brands, or what does that look like for you?
It's volume. Since I get my jeans between $1 and $1.50, it's all about
how. I gotta ask how, man. How to get them so cheap?
Main thing is the weigh and pay. The other thing is different thrift stores around here have 99-cent tag sales, 49-cent tag sales to move in inventory, like every Sunday or every Friday. And I'll just go around the city, drive 50, 100 miles, and just grab as much as I can. So I concentrate on volume. Like, I guess before it was more so volume, now it's a lot of quality, because before I would like break even on a lot of stuff. Like I would force the sale. Just to hear the cha-ching on my phone, I would say, okay, I can buy this for $1 and maybe it'll sell for $1.99. And that just seemed like a time waster, because some weekends I would have 90 things to ship. And it's like, that's okay, I have all these budget items I might be making 50 cents off of, or I can go to different stores, pay a little more, and then say buy for $5, flip it for 25 to 50, instead of buying it for $1 and flip it in for 3 to 5. Integrated both models together to where, yes, I still put up auctions and I do the quick flips, but I also look for the certain brands and styles and new with tags to put up there at buy it now and let them sit. So I think my sale numbers have really gone up since I've done that.
So would you say, and that's interesting, I mean, because you're talking about a concept there that, you know, we talk a lot about on this channel, that you were making money on these smalls, but it wasn't very much money, and you're having to put in a good amount of work to do it, basically.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it was paying the bills, which, you know, that's my main goal, is to have a, you know, to live comfortable. But what gets me to the next step? Is it buying those Gloria Vanderbilts for $1 and selling them for $5, maybe, or going out and looking for the new with tags Levi's, or looking for the diesels, or, you know, going to like paying $10 to sell for 50? Or do I want to keep nickel and diming this and being burned out at the end of the week? Or can I cut that in half and still make more?
Right.
So I was just, yeah, looking after my health, I guess, because I want to break down at this point, you know, shipping out all those things by myself.
Yeah, and time, it's what is your time worth? We've talked about that before. Is your time worth making 50 cents or even $1 on an item? It's probably not in the big scheme of things. You could probably a better efficient use. I'm going to hit this next question too. 47 people in the room. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Really do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I would appreciate that as well. And so would Mike if you like this video. But Turtle Trader asked earlier about other platforms. So do you sell on other platforms? And if so, what do you sell?
All right, I've dabbled with Amazon. It's not my cup of tea. I know because so much of my time is concentrated on clothing and jeans that to jump into like books and media and like new in box things and sell it to Amazon and FBA, it's just, I need someone to help me. And I just don't believe it's worth my time at this point. I've sold on Etsy. I've sold vintage clothing. I don't do it anymore because I just feel like it's too slow on there. I've done Bonanza, it's just cross listing. I've done a little bit on Craigslist and OfferUp, just things I don't want to ship out, electronics. Maybe things that I don't feel like listing, and then I'll just bulk them all up. Like you do the jeans that you just like 50 of them. Well, I'll do things like that, or just sitting around the house and lot them up and say, here you go, here's a price, come pick it up. That's basically all I do except eBay. That's where all my concentration usually goes. Did he just freeze out? I know I'm not by myself right now. Well, it looks like Prof Sales has given his show to me, guys, unless I'm not seeing anything. I'm wondering how he sees trends change with jeans with his experience. Do certain brands go flat rather quickly over time? Yeah, I'd say the trends, they really change. Like American Eagle, for instance. He didn't pay the internet bill. But American Eagle, like it used to sell so much better for me, and it still does. But like certain brands and certain styles and sizes have really gone in the tank. I don't know why. I can't say. We got a message on it. Go figure. Oh, he's back. Is he back?
It was me that went away or you? I wasn't sure.
I could still see the chat. The chat was still going. Could you still see the chat?
I did at a point, but at one point it froze, but I wasn't sure. I definitely froze up there, so.
Yeah, I think it was you.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's my show now. I'm by myself. It's good.
I know, right? Gotta love the internet and connections. Well, we should still be live. Let's see if we come back here in a second. I'm gonna put the sound on for just a second.
All right, I was just answering questions, but Leisure Picker, within a year they can tank or quicker. I would say late 2014, the American Eagles I'm talking about were getting a lot of bids, a lot of watchers, and I would guess a year and a half, 2 years later, for example, I'm getting one bid or no bids. Maybe it's saturation. It could be people caught on, say, okay, I'm going to sell my American Eagles now. So that's just one example, a year and a half. It could be a year. I would put a year on it probably.
Yeah, I mean, I find too that I didn't catch the first part of the question. Within a year, they can tank or quicker. I guess he was talking about price or
the trends, like how fast, what's the time, usually how trends change on eBay.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, jeans themselves, I don't know how you feel about this, Mike. Jeans themselves are, I think, like a commodity because people tend to buy them all the time, year after year, but which ones they buy.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, okay, well, skinny jeans came into style, and before that it was baggy. I guess in the real world, if you don't, eBay's the real world, but like on the internet world and eBay reselling, I would say trends go quicker than the real world because I guess mid to late 2000s baggy was in. And then all of a sudden it switched to form fitting, and then it came to skinny, to jeggings, to leggings, and now baggy. You don't usually see people with baggy jeans on anymore.
Right.
And luckily on eBay, they still sell because people like the 90s look, some of them.
Right.
But it doesn't sell as well as you put up the jegging.
Unless
Yeah.
you're silver tabs, then they might sell.
Yeah, for some reason, people love them. I don't know why.
Yeah, so do either of you sell lower end brands like Levi and Wrangler? I'm going to let you answer that one.
Yes. Levi Strauss Signature is the bottom brand for Levi's. That's the Walmart brand of it where they sell it. And yeah, I'll still pick it up. If it's a men's, women's, maybe if it's like size 12 or more or bigger. Men's I'll pick up if it's in really good condition. Wrangler, same thing if it's in really good condition. Wrangler women's, usually not. Like Riders, Wrangler. If they're plus size women's, I'll pick them up. But if they're like a size 4, I won't even bother. It's like even if they're in excellent condition, I probably won't pick them up. So yeah, lower end brands like Gloria Vanderbilt too, I was talking about before. Like another one's Just My Size. That's a bargain brand. But if it's a 28W and it's excellent condition or new with tags, I'm picking it up. If it's cheap enough, of course. Uh-oh, your audio just went away. His audio went away. That's not good. Can you guys hear me? All right. Well, I'm going to keep talking then until he fixes his issue. All right, let me answer some questions here. It's my shop. You're right. What was your inventory and typical amount of sales per day when you feel like you hit the point of most you can handle as a one-man operation? That's a great question. Over a weekend, selling, I would package up 80 to 100 pairs, and that's when I felt like I hit my point. I guess per day, I hit 30 to 40 packaging. Yeah, and then after that, I had to really look over like my sale prices because my average sale was like a little low for my taste. So I'd rather cut that down on what I'm shipping out and sell for higher. Yeah, 80 to 100 is, man, I just want to sleep after that. Listing per day, I could go 30 to 40 on average. I think 40 is the high end for sure. That's 8 per hour, and I do 4 to 5 hours of listing. I wish I could do more, honestly, but yeah, that's pretty much what the average was, 30 to 40. Anytime, Rob. Anyway, I'll look for other questions. All right, so brand and size are the 2 biggest components to look for in jeans. I mean, for sure, yeah. I say brand. Brand is pretty important, unless, okay, say you get like a no-name brand, but the style looks really nice. Okay, it's like a women's jegging that has like a funky like style to it, but the brand sucks. It's in a good size, say it's a size 14 or something like that. I would put in the listing, like I wouldn't even put the brand. I would just put the description and the size and then put the brand in the listing because the brand doesn't matter. So yeah, I would say brand. I would research the brands. Go on the sold listings, look at eBay sellers that sell jeans or pants or whatever you're looking for. Also experience. I would say, like when I started, I knew Levi's, I knew American Eagle, I knew Old Navy, but I still run into pairs that I've never heard of, and I look it up. And the power of a brand is, I mean, you get a pair of True Religions, it sells for 50 to 60, and you get an identical pair, not knockoffs, but they look almost the same, and will sell for nothing. So I think brand really matters, and you should really research it before you really jump into selling jeans. How many jeans do you currently have in your inventory? I have about 600 listed. Unlisted, probably about 200 to 300. And I want to get up to about 1,000. About 1,000 listed. It's going to take work, and I sell about probably 10 to 30 a day, I would say. On Sundays more because I have auctions ending. Sometimes I have 50 to 100, depending how I listed that week, if I wasn't lazy or not. Yeah, no, Jason's still not back. He's there. I see him. I just can't hear him. I'm going to keep talking to myself and you guys. Yeah, hello. I didn't hear you, though. What sizes do I target? I would say women's, anything with a W after it. Definitely anything with a W, 14 to W to 32 W, I mean, wherever it ends. Men's, I would say 32 and up on the waist. Anything below that is kind of slow selling, in my opinion. Like a 28 by 28 in American Eagle is going to go really slow compared to a 36-30. So I think you need to find the sweet spot in men's, which is he's still there, but I can't hear him. But the sweet spot in men's, I would say, is 32 to 38. Above that, like 40s and 42s do all right. But once you get over that, you're kind of hitting a niche. It's like, okay, a certain person is looking for this. Not everybody is a 44, 46, 48. So you need that one person or a couple people to come by comparing to hundreds of people that are looking for 34s. You're giving them tips on internet service, Google Fiber. All right, let's see what else you got. Interpretive dance time, Prof. Let's see. All right, ask some more questions. Are the lower brands listed as auction? Yes, for sure. Yeah, he's doing dances now. The lower brands, all right, I'm going to name a few, so write them down. Okay, if you get these for $1 or less, or $1.50, don't be afraid to pick them up even though they're lower end. All right, Gloria Vanderbilt I already mentioned. The Riders, Wrangler, we already talked about. Let me think of some. Okay, here's one, Aria. Aria brand jeans. They sell them at Macy's, I believe, and they sell pretty well. And a lot of times you're going to skip over it. Aria, I guess should look through my inventory right now and just pick out a bunch of them. Put me on the spot. Blue Asphalt's another one. Oh, Lane Bryant's really good. The bigger the better. Lane Bryant sells well. Host the Mike show. It's gonna turn into my show. I'm telling you. All right, got to keep this going because I'm by myself. Yeah, I see you. You're right there. But all right, talk about other things I look for. I'm not just a jeans reseller. That's like 90% of my stock. But were the numbers you posted gross sales or profits? August was like $5,000. That's just gross sales. It's not all profit. I wish it was all profit. Yeah, that's before. Like, donate your comp to Prof, you're balling. Yeah, I wish I was balling. Cabby, Tommy Bahama, Nautica. Tommy Bahama jeans sell really well. I only picked up like 1 or 2 over my lifetime. Cabby, not so much in jeans, like just regular clothing. Yeah, Nautica, bigger the better in men's. Women's, not so much. What percentage are returns, and does it make a difference between men and women's pants for returns? Women's return more because of a sizing issue. They pick out more flaws. Just my experience. And men's, I haven't got too many picky people with men's, but sometimes it'll come through. It's like, oh, this wasn't as described. So sometimes, but it's mostly women's. Yeah, Ken Green, I know you're from Western PA. Also, do you sell shirts? Yes. If I come across concert T-shirts or sometimes sports T-shirt like vintage 90s, 80s, Steeler stuff, Pirate stuff, usually what I get around here, obviously, I'll pick them up. But concert shirts, I love picking up. I guess my best one was, it was an early 90s Soundgarden that went for about 75 and it was all torn up. What about FUBU? Yeah, definitely FUBU. I would say the late 90s, early 2000s FUBU, like the jerseys, the bubble jackets, anything with the 05 on it, those do pretty well. Especially, they'll sell overseas. I sold 3 FUBU jerseys to someone in the UK, and I think they went from 75 to 100 or something like that. And they had stains on them. So if you pick them up for $5 or something like that, I would pick it up for sure. But not the FUBU Platinum, not so much, because that's newer. Land's End. I don't even know if I can go Land's End. It depends what it is. The jeans I don't do well with. I guess it would have to be like a wool sweater or something like that. But Land's End I kind of avoid. Are shirts still viable or too much competition? And thanks for answering questions. Let's go Bucks. Yeah, you're right about that. Shirts are definitely still viable. I would say button-ups I avoid unless it's in like excellent condition. The brand is good. The size is good, because if it's like a medium or lower, I'm not picking it up usually, unless it's new with tags, something like that. But t-shirts I think do better than button-ups for me, at least. Do you sell shoes? Not really. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the abundance here. Where I shop the Weigh and Pay, there's like a gang of people that go after the shoes, and I'm not getting mixed up. I'd rather go to the clothing where there's one other person than go to the bins with the shoes and there's 10 other people fighting over a pair of Jordans. It's just not going to happen. What is the most important area to focus on when making a listing to increase sales? Keywords for sure. I started implementing keywords such as like on women's shorts and jeans. Like if it's like a young women's pair, like a Miss Me Rock Revival, got the bling on it. I put bling pockets, or I put cute, sexy, something to make it stand out other than just the regular description of it. And men's, I'll put denim, blue jeans, not the word nice. I don't know if that helps. But something that pertains to that pair specifically. Just give me maybe a leg up on the competition. This has turned into a good Q&A. Sorry, Prof, you're putting time out. Yeah, I did it. I hacked them so they couldn't talk. Anything linen or silk or leather? Yeah, I definitely look for a linen in the material, silk too. Anything 100% silk, if it's in good condition, I'll pick it up, even though I might not feel like listing it. Leather. All right. Here's another bolo. Okay. Vintage motorcycle jackets, leather jackets. Beat up. I don't care if they got scratches on them. It doesn't matter. Thanks, Turtle. I like the shirt too. But like I picked up a 60s shot motorcycle jacket, brown leather, just has like distress on it. There's sun fading all over it, and I put it up for about 300, and I picked it up for like $2. So if you see an old motorcycle jacket, even if it has a lot of wear to it, pick it up. Especially if you get it cheap, because people like that distressed look. So it's popular. I probably got like 12 watchers on that right now. It just needs to sell. Yeah, Cara needs to come in and fix this. We need a woman's hand here, because this ain't working out for the buddy boy over there. She'll be home shortly. Yeah, she needs to get home now, stat. This is going to turn into an 8-hour show. Waiting for him to get back, I swear. What other brands than Harley Davidson should we look for? I guess you're talking about leather jackets. Schott, like I said, SCHOTT. I even pick up Arizona jackets, Guess jackets. If I pick them up for a couple bucks and they sell for 25 to 30, that's fine by me. I have an American flag leather jacket that's no name brand. I got it for 30. So I think if it's in good condition, it's a nice size. I don't know if brand really matters that much, but more, I guess Harleys go for more Levi. I see Levi's leather motorcycle jackets, which are rare to come by, but I see them. And vintage Schott, like I didn't even know that brand until I looked it up, and it's really popular. Do you really like the Penguins? Yeah, of course I do. Flyers. Oh Jesus, don't get me started, please. I'm a Pittsburgh fan through and through, Steeler fan. I don't like the Browns. So you can imagine who my rivals are. Have to pay them double. Yeah, you gotta up the fee for sure. Santino says BKE question mark. Yes. A tip, go into the store buckle in the mall. They're probably in almost every mall. Look at BKE, Buckle Black, American Fighter, Affliction, Rock Revival, Miss Me. I'm not sure. Silver used to be sold there. Big Star used to be, I don't think anymore. So if you go in that store, just study. I mean, take pictures, write these brands down, because every brand in there has a good resale value. Some more than others, but all of them go for money. All of them are higher end, $100 plus. So I recommend just going to the mall, go to Buckle, go to Abercrombie, go to Hollister, go to Macy's, go to JCPenney's, look at these brands, go to Nordstrom's. I didn't even know where 7 for All Mankind was sold until I went to Nordstrom's. I saw they had Citizens of Humanity. I didn't know where they sold that. And you see these tags of $225, and that tells you, okay, I get this for $5. I'm going to pick it up and sell it. Oh, she's home. We're going to get this fixed. Do you charge shipping? Both. On my fixed with best offer, I charge shipping, because if I get an offer in, I'm not trying to have a lowball offer at $10 plus I pay shipping. So I might take that $10 offer if I'm charging shipping. So if I do auctions, I'll start at $12.99 free shipping. I'm paying $5.60 for that shipping. I picked it up for 50 cents or $1. I'm making a few bucks, and I move inventory, and the free shipping looks, it's more appetizing to the buyer. Maybe it gets more exposure. I don't know. So yeah, I'll throw free shipping just to move the items and get more bidders. Serious question, do you wash your jeans? Sometimes. If it smells like smoke, has an animal smell, if it has animal hair, if it has stains, I'm going to wash it. If it looks good, smells good, there's no flaw where I need to throw it in the washer, I'm not washing it. It's just a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Plus, they can wash it if they want. You know, if they have they're germaphobes or something like that. What platform do you use your photos, and how do you store them? No, I just put them on eBay. Everything's on eBay. I don't do Photo Bucket or anything like that. Just upload them there, alter it there, and that's it. One thing I wanted to talk about, I got a lighting kit, you know, with the umbrellas recently. And I was just using regular lights before with a DSLR camera. Well, the DSLR camera, which was a Nikon, broke. So now I'm using my phone, and they don't look as crisp, and I'm kind of bummed about that. And this DSLR was a Nikon D50, which is over 10 years old. If I exit this call, can I rejoin? Will it kick him since I started the call? I have no idea. I've never done this before. I paid $48 free shipping on Amazon since I got the Prime trial. There's cheaper ones. I like the lighting. Believe me, it's nice natural light, white light. Which I guess it's just my phone. Doesn't take great pictures. But I mean, if you want, Prof, if you can hear me, start it over and you get in, you start talking. Because I will just rejoin and start another one if you want. I mean, I love talking, believe me. But I think we need somebody else in here. But until then, I'm going to keep talking and keep answering these questions, you know? All right, I see. Pete says, yes, it will. Yeah, he'll know, not me. Cheryl Ann says, Canadians go Habs. Actually, one of my friends was from London, Ontario, and he was a huge Canadian fan. I don't know why. I guess that's just his team. And it was kind of honorary Canadian fan, honorary Canuck for a while. So I cheered on the Canadians for a year or two when the Penguins weren't doing anything. I'm not against them. Jameson from the green room, because he's got this, and he's got glasses, so you could say we kind of resemble each other. Brother from another mother, maybe. Thanks, Mr. Sadie, appreciate it. Good till canceled or 30 days? I say 30 days for about 99% of my items. Good till canceled, I think are good for multiple quantity items, because say I put some with 8 quantity, 2 things sell, and I have to relist it on the 30-day again, it goes back up to 8. And I have to know that it's at 6 now and alter it. So if you put it at good till canceled, it's always like that. So I recommend good till canceled for that. Otherwise, it's 30 days or auctions 5 to 10, depending, you know, when it ends. Anyway, here's a tip for everybody that does auctions. You should know this already if you do auctions, but Sunday is the prime day. Try between, let's say, 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock Eastern for auctions. I think Mondays are the second best day in my experience. I thought it was Saturday. Saturdays stink. I don't get really any activity. Things get one bid, and then I throw it on Sunday or Monday, and I'm getting cha-ching after cha-ching on the bids. So I would just avoid Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. But do you sell anything else besides jeans? Yes. Like I said, motorcycle jackets. It depends. It's like what intrigues me. Like I'll get vintage clothing, sports jerseys, sports shirts, new tag items. It can be shirts, it could be dresses, it could be skirts, whatever makes me money. But it's mainly jeans. I'll say 80 to 90%. How long have you been reselling jeans? What made you start? 2 years now. What made me start? Because there's an abundance of them. That's the only reason. They're cheap, and I could go into a store and pick up 50 of them. I've walked out with 100 pairs in one day before. So that's it. There's not much competition compared to going to the wares and everybody's diving in looking for video games. And it's like, why fight those people when I have this abundance that nobody's looking for? Turtle, I do 5-day auctions when it's ending on Sunday, so Tuesday to Sunday. 7-day, usually 10-day if it's ending on Sunday or Monday. It all just fluctuates. Yeah, Darren, if it's Thursday to Sunday, that's 10-day. Friday will go Monday. How do you keep your inventory organized? Jesus, I need to do a better job at that. That's a flaw of mine. I have it in my bedroom, and I have it by, okay, American Eagle goes here. Young Women's goes here, so I'll have like mall brands, Old Navy, Hollister. That isn't American Eagle, so Old Navy, Hollister, Miss Me, Rock Revival, I'll go there. Men's jeans that aren't Levi's or American Eagle go in one spot. All the men's Levi's go here next to the women's Levi's, because I have a lot of them, so it justifies 2 or 3 rows. And then just regular women's jeans are sectioned off. So like the Wranglers, you know, the normal women's jeans, not the mall brands. So that's how I keep my inventory organized, if you want to call it that. Prof, brought up a good thing I didn't even think of. Put them in alphabetical order. So A go here, B, C, D, E. So I know exactly where everything is. And I guess I've been too lazy to do that because I have so many. But one day I'm definitely going to do that. Do you provide measurements? Yes. Especially for women's. I used to do waist and inseam have to be done. I used to do front rise, hips, thigh, and leg opening. So, but I cut that out and I said, if you want to ask questions on certain measurements, you can message me and then I'll do it. But it took up too much time to do 5 or 6 different measurements on one listing. So yeah, waist and inseam I think have to happen, especially on women's. You got a size 6 in one brand could be a 28-inch waist, and then the next brand is 30-inch waist, the next it's 27. You just don't know. As long as you find things quickly, yeah, that's why I want to do the alphabetical order. It's not quick enough. It just takes too long to package things. Do you have an employee? No, I wish I did, but I don't want to pay anybody out. Or have you thought about hiring one? I thought about it. It depends how much I would pay them and how much more I would get done just by myself. I'm going to have to, if I want to take the next step in my reselling business, I'm going to have to hire somebody. And somebody as dedicated as me, which is hard to find. Someone as passionate as me to learn about which brands sell. Mike, what is your goal on eBay? How many listings in the future and any employees you look forward to hire? I just answered the employee question, but how many listings in the future? I want to have a steady 1,000 up at one time, all the time. If it's more, it's more. If it's a little less, that's fine. But 1,000 is my goal. And if I could sell 20 a day, I mean, I don't want to name drop too much, but if you don't watch her, State's Place, I see the volume that they can put through and what they buy, and that gives me motivation to say, okay, I can move 20 to 30 to 40 in a day and have this number of listings up. So I know it's attainable. So I know I can quick flip and still have a lot of listings and make a lot of money. How can you determine men's versus women's jeans? Some brands are hard to tell. Yeah, I run into that problem sometimes. There's one brand that gives me trouble, which is Denim, which is H&M. There's a lot of, they cater to what's going on right now, which a lot of men wear skinny jeans. So it'll look like a women's pair, but it's men's. So it's like somebody didn't put up until I really know. Other brands are kind of easy. Levi's are really easy. American Eagle's really easy. But if I don't know for sure, then I won't put it up until I know, because I'm not getting a return. I've gotten returns saying these are women's pair, this is a men's pair, and I have to pay the shipping back. I don't want to do that. Chico's is another brand. I like Chico's. The bigger the better, of course. Size 3, size 2.5. 65 people should talk less often. I'm not going to agree or disagree. Yeah, but Chico's, Platinum, Chico's, they do well for me, and I didn't think it would. I randomly picked it up and I saw it sold, and it sold for decent money. Not great money, but decent enough. I agree with Bud Light commercials that if you're a man wearing skinny jeans, we take your man card. I don't wear skinny jeans. The best I'm doing is slim straight. Like if it brings out my figure, like it's not like cutting my circulation off, I'm not wearing it like that. But if it looks nice on me, I'm gonna wear it. That's the only way. What do you figure your overall return percentage is approximately of selling jeans? It depends if you're talking about fixed price or auction. I would say auction, it's not much usually because I'm just trying to move inventory. I can't give you a percentage. I'd have to look at my sales charts. But fixed price, say typical, I buy it for $1 and sell it for 15. That's average. There's some I buy for $5 and sell for 50. But I'd say it's average, 15 Prof, I would say. What's your goal for listing? I said before, I'd say 30 minimum, 25 is fine if I'm burned out. But 40 is like the magical number in a 5-hour period. So that's 8 an hour. If I go really fast, I can go 8 an hour and not make a mistake. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate that. Yeah, what's up? The show I come on, and this guy's audio just cuts out. Like, Illuminati confirmed, people. Yeah, if we didn't have a guest, you know, we're just staring at a screen right now. I think Karin would eventually came in and saved it. I know. I mean, how many returns do you get? Okay, average 1 a week, maybe. There's a certain period, like a week I'll get 3. There's weeks I get none. I would say average 1 out of over 500 transactions, which is really good. I usually don't get them. It's usually for doesn't fit. Sometimes it's I messed up, and it happens. But I just eat the cost. Should do a YouTube video of my process. It's basically, to do 40, you need to not have distractions. None. I mean, okay, you take the 8 item pictures really quick. You move straight, I guess, if you list on it's quicker on the laptop for me. So I get right on the laptop, just quick, throw it up. I do sell similar, go to the same brand, same gender, and everything's there already. So I just got to switch the size, maybe the material content, take the quick measurements, it's up. Without the picture, I can probably put up a listing in 3 to 4 minutes. With the picture, taking 5 to 6 if I'm not messing around. But you got to have no distraction. I'm talking about games on your phone, lay down and watch TV, go to the kitchen to get a snack. I mean, you just got to hammer it out to get 8 in an hour on jeans. Jason, you're on rare form. Yes, the best he's ever done. What's the worst return that you ever got? I've had some that pissed me off. One where the guy, this was a distressed pair of BKs, like intended distressed. So, you know, they got the little scratch marks, they got the fading. And I took the pictures, and I said they're intended distress. So I get a return filed. I already got 2 returns on the same pair. One was because it didn't fit. Another one I think didn't fit. And this one said there was flaw. It was my fault. So I get it back. He said they had an odor to them, and the measurements were off. And yeah, I didn't want holes in the jeans. Well, that's the intended look. So I took the measurements, took the measurement picture, and he's arguing with me. I took the picture, sent it to eBay, and put it on the return. And it smelled like detergent. Like, he didn't say he washed them. I know it didn't stink when I sent it out, because if it smells like smoke, I'm not listing it, because I know people are picky. So that just got me mad, because he kept arguing with me. I eventually won, thank God, and I didn't have to pay the return shipping. But I guess that's the worst. I haven't gotten too many bad ones. Like, I remember, I guess Chad from Golden Finger got like what electronics back that was torn apart, and they tore it apart and took the parts out and got their money back. It's like, no, I've never had anything like that. Hendrix sucks. I'm not a huge fanboy, so that doesn't hurt my feelings. It's just a shirt, but I like them. How many listings has eBay given you in a month? My limits are high. What is it? Let me look. It's high. It's like I don't ever have to worry about anything, like a listing limit. Was it 34,000 items, I think? As it loads up. Hold on. Yeah, 34,800 limit and $300,000 in merchandise, which I'm never going to hit unless I have a big warehouse of people working for me. You can't fight odor. How do you prove that there isn't an odor? You got somebody's word against another, I guess. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, well, it doesn't smell like smoke. It doesn't smell like cat pee. Like, I have, you know, I have integrity, at least somewhat. So if I buy it from a Goodwill, I just picked up 4 pairs of Levi's that have distress on them, so I smelled them. It has a cigar smell to them. There's no way I'm putting it up. There's no way I'm sending it to a person like that. So I'll throw it in the washer, and if it still smells, I'll throw it in the washer again. But usually one time works. So I know if I got a pair that stunk, I'd be pissed off. How do you see your selling limits? You go to your eBay seller dashboard, and it'll be on there. It's a little further down on the right for me. Are you full-time? Yes. 24/7 gig. It's my life. It's like every moment. See, the thing about being full-time, I'm not going to compare myself to a doctor. I'm not even close to that. But it's kind of like you're on call. You got a question, you got to answer it. If you have a selling problem at all, you got to do it. You can work at 5 in the morning, you can work at 5 at night. It doesn't matter. So I'm like 24/7 on call. And you just got to watch the burnout. That's the only thing. And the misconception, I mean, you people in the chat know, as being resellers or fans of watching resellers, that it is a job. It's a career. So when I explain to somebody, a stranger, what I do, they're like, "Oh, that's nice. You have a real job?" And I'm like, "I probably work harder than you. I probably make more money than you. I have more fun than you." It's like, I just hate that people don't realize how much work this really is. You sell on eBay only, mainly. Bonanza's too slow for me. Etsy's too slow. Amazon, I'd need another person with me to really dive into it. Maybe in the future, maybe I come across a lot of DVDs, which I'm not unlocked in, I'm not ungated. So I was thinking about books, but it just seems like it's just too much of a time-consuming thing when I'm looking through jeans. I got to go through all these shelves of books to find some good ones. It's just, I don't feel like doing it. It's hard freaking work. Yeah, you're true. That's very true. Oh my God, I hear something. Are you there?
What?
What? He's trying to. What?
No.
No, you're not there?
I think it was just a tease.
Yeah, well, you're here now. Thanks for showing up.
What?
Oh, he just went mute again.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Up a little bit.
A little bit. You're breaking up a little bit.
Stop it, Tanya. Let me try the other mic. Hold on.
Okay. Good luck.
It'll probably not work again for another hour.
How you doing, Pete? You're a big fan of yours. Been watching you for a while now. Make great videos. Just getting in here.
Does it work?
It works a little bit. You're still a little quiet.
He spilled water on it. Yeah,
it was
water and electronics is really a good mix.
I just dumped it on him. Electronics.
So Mike, what have you been talking about?
Oh, I've been talking about anything I could think of to fill the time, since somebody wasn't here. I heard the laugh.
Karen's got a great laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything?
So I kind of missed all that. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. I'll go for an hour talking about the same stuff.
You did a great job.
Get the mic a bit. If I get any closer, I'm going to be biting it. I don't know what to say. 75 people watching. Mike, you've killed it.
Yeah, I tried.
You killed my show. You killed the chat. You did it all, man. You literally killed my sound. But man, awesome job. Isn't he awesome? Ah, okay, sound is good. If Pete gives us the good. If Pete gives you the good, you got it.
Well, I know we've gone an hour now, but do you have any other questions before we wrap it up?
I mouth lots of questions. Why can you not read lips, sir? What is wrong with you?
I'm not that talented.
Isn't Mike great, guys? I mean, we've had this great conversation months now. What, maybe 2-3 months now? Like on the channel? Say. Yeah.
Ever since you kind of were like making video here and video there, and now you went like every day. That's when I started coming around, I would say.
Who is this guy like blowing up my email inbox with videos? Darren said, hey, he's taking all your subs. What's Mike's channel? Do you make any videos on your channel now, Mike? I can't remember. I didn't think you did, but I wasn't sure.
No, not anymore. I started doing them. It was like what sold videos, and I have so much time wrapped up in my life and in selling. It's like I don't have the motivation. And another thing is, selfishly, it's like I don't want to let the secrets out. You know, I don't want all of a sudden there's 5 different people looking through the same stuff I'm selling at my honey hole. So I kind of like stopped doing it. But maybe in the future I'll wake up and start doing it again. Who knows?
You just watch it for my secrets. All right, I see how you are.
Yeah, I just steal all your secrets. I didn't even know about Levi's until you. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
No, but that's a
What
common...
are these levies? Never heard of these jeans. Levies. What are they?
Levies. Yeah, levies. How do you spell that? No, but the funny thing about people that don't sell jeans and they want to get into it, I get questions like, do Levi's sell? Do Levi's sell? It's like, how many men do you see with Levi's on right now? It's like, it's common sense to know that Levi's are so popular, that it's an American brand, even though you look and it's made in Sri Lanka, which is stupid. But it's like that. They've been around since the 1890s. So yeah, you should know that they sell and everybody wears them. A lot more guys than women, but yeah, even women. But yeah, what was I going off on a tangent here? But I don't know. Like, I guess my tip to people is look around. Okay, you go out in public, and you were saying how you would say, "Oh, I know what brand that woman is wearing," and in car and things, you're looking at her ass. You know, really looking at the brand. Research. Yeah, it's research, and you just look at the styles that people wear and the brands. It's like you see so many women wearing American Eagle. You see a lot of women wearing Miss Me and Rock Revival. You see, you see Hollister out there, and then you see the brands that don't sell. Like, I don't see anybody with Aeropostale on. Maybe the shirts, like the cheap shirts you get for $5, but the jeans do terrible, absolutely terrible. Unless they're like, the biggest pair I've sold in Aeropostale was 13, 14 in women's, and I hardly ever come across it. And that's the only way I'm picking it up. Right. If it's a 1-2 short, like, oh my God, that's staying on the. I don't care if you give it to me. I don't even want it. I'll have to throw it at 99 cents, buy it now to move it. So yeah, the tip is just look around, look at people. What are they wearing? And that's. I got questions. I got a nice question I want to answer. Turtle Trader said, "What's a big E for?" Big E for Levi's. I don't know if you've ever run across Big E's.
I never played it.
But I picked up a pair of the Levi's Vintage Collection, which is the reproduction of the old styles, and they're high end. They're the only ones made in the U.S. anymore. They have an actual bovine leather patch on the waist. It's high end, and they have a big E on the red tab. Because if you look at the red tab of Levi's, they're all little E's. The new ones are little E's, but they used to come with big E's between a certain time period and they stopped doing it. Like I think in the 70s, they had a big E on them, and it's very sought after by collectors, especially new with tag big E's. Oh man, you're gonna get a lot of money. So you're gonna definitely, if you ever see big E on a tag, you're grabbing it. I don't care if you're gonna pay $25, $30 for it, maybe more.
You asked William Ross and Express. I've had I think I bought a couple William Ross, but I don't really find too many of them.
Yeah, I come across it probably more than you at the bins, and I'll pick them up. I think that's actually Justin Timberlake's brand.
Yeah.
And I think I could get like 20 to 25. Buy it now. Express, that's a fickle brand. Let me get into that. Express men's does a lot better than women's. Like the Blake Loose does pretty well for me, like bigger the better, like 38, 32s. Express women's is very miss. The best one, the Stella boots do the best for me. There's a lot of Express, I can't move. Even in big sizes in Express women's, if it's a style they don't want, nobody wants it. Yeah. So Yeah.
Do you
I would
have
go.
any luck with, you have any luck with Re-Rock?
Oh yeah, Re-Rock by Express. That kind of fell off. Has it fallen off for you?
Yeah, lately.
Yeah, it used to fly. Like I would put it up within a few days, it's gone. At auction, I would get a ton of watchers and a ton of bids. And obviously the bigger the better. Like a size 11, 12, and that is really good. But yeah, no, I noticed lately I'm getting lower offers and I'm not getting activity. I guess it just went out of style. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird how that works sometimes. Hey guys, we got 77 people watching, man, and that's a record for my show, by the way. So Mike, that's all you. I guess word got out. I actually wasn't on the show. So if you guys can hit the thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. But Mike has been awesome tonight. Like he just jumped right in there and took over like a champ. So that's kudos to you, sir.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But here's another question I want to answer. Like, have you found any jeans that ever hit the $100 mark? Now let's get to the bragging a little bit.
Here we go.
I got a pair of Big E's up, like I mentioned. I got them up for $189. I got a watcher, a little bit of activity. It's gonna sell over 100. The weirdest ones I ever sold for over 100 were a pair of Lucky Brands, women's size. I think they were like 829s or something like that. And they went on bid for $143 used.
Wow.
I have no idea. Two people bid it up to 143, and I was thinking, this isn't going to get paid for. This is a troll. Someone is messing with me because those are $10, $15 jeans maybe. Like if I'm going to quick flip it, maybe I could get 20 on a long tail.
Right.
So they paid the next day, and I couldn't believe it. That was my highest pair set ever until those Levi's sell. But I think I've had come like some at $90. Like I had a pair of Robins I let go for 90. Robin's jeans. You ever come across them?
Maybe once.
That's a brand you need to get. Like I would pay up for those.
Yeah, they got an issue though. I couldn't get them. That's why I couldn't get them. They had a tear or rip or something. I don't remember what it was.
If they had a tear or rip and it was still $10, I'd still grab them. They're in style. They kind of took the place of True Religion. True Religion was very popular in the late 2000s, right before 2010. And they kind of bottomed out, at least in my experience. I don't see many people wearing them. I put it up for listing. I have one up for like 4 or 5 months at $25, and there's no activity. And then Robins came in. They're a high-end LA designer brand. They got the wings on the back. You can't mistake them. And retail, they can go up from 500 to 1,000.
Wow.
So if you see a tear in it and you should still get it for $10, you pick them up. You can still flip them for 50 plus. I shouldn't have sold that pair. They fit me perfectly. I wanted the money. I got selfish.
You go buy two
yeah.
pair of Wranglers or something.
Yeah. All right. There's one other question I wanted to. Do you mess with Mossimo or Old Navy? Mossimo. New with tag only. I don't mess with it otherwise.
Target brand.
Old Navy is one of my favorite low-end brands. If I get it for $1, they sell really fast. The Sweethearts sell the best. The Divas sell okay. There's other ones. Rockstar, which is like a skinny jegging type. They sell pretty well. They got a size 16 Rockstar just go. And that's a quick flip brand. You don't pick them up for $5 to $7. You just ignore them then. But if you get them for $1 to $2, you pick them up all day in a good size because they're going.
Have you found any places, Mike, to find your inventory? I mean, I know you're talking about the weigh and pay, but I mean, I don't really have any thrift stores around me other than a weigh and pay, which I've talked about is not that great in my area. But have you found anywhere else to get any sort of supply that's really cheap, like $1 or even $2? You know, just something under the Goodwill price or
$1 or $2.
Price.
That's a little tougher because obviously weigh and pay is gold for $1. But I'd say flea markets, random, because people will have in their personal collection. Oh, here's $1 a pair, and I've gotten Levi's that way. Department stores, you can't get them for $1. Like like the Rosses or Gabriel's or Burlington, they're all in the same boat, and you're not getting it at $1 unless like you luck out. They're usually like 5 to 10 if you're going to get a good price. But at $1, it depends on your area. In your area, the regular Goodwills don't have those tag sales. Well, mine do. They have 99-cent tag sales at the end of the week, and I'll go raid them. Other than that, nah, I can't really find any $1 or $2 prices. It's usually regular price.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same here. And you know, it's just I've started looking around for wholesale jeans and so on. I've actually started reaching out to a few designers, oh,
nice.
Going through that sort of process and so on. So I don't want to really share the results with it yet because I just haven't got enough feedback yet to really get a good feel for it. But I've been thinking about that, you know, just kind of, you know, going directly to the denim designers and saying, hey, I want to be a wholesaler. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, it's new, not used. But what percentage of your wardrobe is found while sourcing? And I would say for me, I don't know about you, Mike, it's probably like probably 50 to 75% for me.
Yeah, I would say it's higher for me. It's almost 100. I'm not gonna go to a store and pay a pair of jeans brand new 50 to 60. Man, I go away and pay, and I get all my jeans, I get all my shorts. I got my Hendrix shirt at a Goodwill for $1. And it's like, why, if I can look good, you know, I'm not gonna buy grandpa's old, you know, wool jacket like Macklemore. You know, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, if it looks good, it fits, and it doesn't have holes all through it, you know, of course, yeah, I'm gonna get my wardrobe from the Goodwill. It saves a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I got this this little Ralph Lauren there for, you know, $4 or whatever it was, and man, it's in great shape. I mean, it looks like it's brand new. Rob says, do you have a bottom dollar buy it now price with free shipping that you'll sell a $1 item for, or do you always charge for shipping?
I'm gonna buy it now, the bottom dollar. It depends on the item. All right. Yeah, if I want to move inventory, I'll do like $3.99 plus shipping. I guess that's the bottom. And let it sit there until it goes. Say it's something I mistakenly picked up, but I know I can sell eventually. So $3.99 plus shipping. On the free shipping, if I really want to move inventory, $9.99 free shipping. But that's, I don't even care about profit at that point. That's just getting rid of it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if there's any more questions in the thing here. Somebody just had a question. Nose Picker, the greatest name in the chat box. Have you thought about making contacts with people who buy storage units to source clothes? Ooh, the storage unit question.
No, I have not thought about that because like I have all my sourcing I need. If I was gonna, I would go your route, like wholesalers, and sell new tag stuff. I wouldn't go to storage containers, storage units. I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. I know people that do it. More power to them, but it's just not something I want to do.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've been to some of the auctions, and man, you know, storage units. Chad's talked about this on his show a lot. Storage units on TV shows and storage units in reality are two different animals. And
yeah,
the most clean, well-kept storage buildings, let's just say, in general. I don't know if I'd want a lot of the clothes that come out of there, to be honest. You have to really look them over close.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just like thrifting. It's like, okay, you watch resellers channels, and sometimes if you're a new person to this, and you see somebody's haul video of, wow, he got that item, and he got that item, they think they're going to go into a Goodwill and find those items right away. So it's the same thing with storage units. You watch these shows, and wow, he's pulling out a $2,000 item, cha-ching. You know, you're going to probably find a bed bug infested mattress before anything.
Yeah, and lots of trash, porn, just random kitchen items, food stuck on them. I mean, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's see. Darren said, would you consider offer up or let go for sourcing? I think we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely considered it for sourcing. I've looked through it in the Pittsburgh area, and I haven't found anything. No, because since I'm a jeans reseller, and video games too. I look for that,
Yeah.
but I just haven't seen anything that was like, wow, you know, I got to hop on this real quick. I mean, in the past, I've done it. I've dabbled, like video game lots where I made maybe doubled my money, but nothing that was like a complete home run. This guy's selling for $5, I could make 100. It seems like some people are just more knowledgeable because they're listing it on the internet. They probably looked it up. They probably know the worth somewhat before they even throw it up. That's just my experience.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, well, listen, guys. I mean, we are at the 1 hour and 15-minute mark, and Mike has done double duty tonight. He has taken over hosting duties for the vast majority of the show. I do apologize for not having good sound, but I kind of don't apologize because, man, it worked out great.
I agree. I agree.
Mike, you're going to get double your rate for this, by the way. So
Good.
you know, that's
0 to 0. Appreciate it.
0 times 2. So just decide to start your own channel. You're going to have a built-in audience right here.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
I wanted to ask too when you're going to be back on the show. So I think you've already been committed to a show with full audio to be decided, you know, some point in the future. But anyway, guys, really appreciate it tonight. 70, the likes are already 38. Thanks for that. The totals got up around, I think, maybe 77 at one point, which is, I think that's the most I've ever had on my show. So that's killing it. You know, watch the replay. Mike had tremendous information when I was unable to talk, and he really did. So better than I could have hoped for, and you guys really got a great show and a lot of really good information out of them. So thank you for that, Mike. I really do appreciate it. And thanks to everybody for watching tonight. And, you know, look for Mike on my channel too. He's always commenting and he's always got great feedback there too. So even if he doesn't ever do a channel again, you can catch him in the comments. So, all right, but that's going to do it for tonight. Mike, I appreciate it. And everybody, you guys have a great night.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Good sales to you.